Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Jury, first I will say thank you for these valuable opportunities and let me introduce myself. My name is Alicia Putrusmana as the first speaker from 19 Darus Senior High School. Here I am from government side, which my team is agree and perfectly agree with this motion that should the academic competence test be the main requirement for student graduation in senior high school. The Honorable Jury, before entering to the topic, let me provide the definition about this motion. First, academic competence. Academic competency is the multidimensional characteristics of a learner, including skills, attitudes, and behaviors. The second is about the test. A test may be defined as a test or series of tests used to obtain systematic observation presumed to be representative of educational or psychological traits or attributes. So, academic competence test is a set of tests designed to systematically assess the skills, attitudes, and behaviors that reflect a student's academic competence. The Honorable Jury, the second is about goals and urgency. Most people are familiar with academic skills as they often are the primary focus of instruction and are as lively taught in school. Academic enablers may be less familiar, but research has shown them to be critical for promoting student success in school and beyond. Besides it, the implementation of academic competence tests is a part of Indonesia's broader efforts to address various challenges in education, particularly in improving quality and global competitiveness. One of the primary motivations behind this change is the improvement of the program for International Student Assessment or PISA score. Currently, Indonesia's PISA score remains a serious concern, lagging far behind other Asian countries. The PISA report states that Indonesia is included into the low performance with high equality quadrant, which means that although the quality of learning outcomes is still low, equality of access to education in Indonesia is quite good and still has the potential to improve student critical thinking skills if handled properly. Foreign, students can provide accurate data on student learning outcomes, which can then be used to formulate more effective policies to improve the overall quality of education. Therefore, we agree that the implemented academic competence test student will play a significant role in transforming Indonesia's human resources to become more competitive. Apart from that, by implementing this test, it is able to produce objective and fair graduation standards that are evenly distributed. The Honorable Jury, the next is about the status quo. Based on the 2018 PISA result released by the OECD, Indonesia ranked very low in the quality of student thinking skills among 79 participating countries. Specifically, Indonesia ranked in the bottom 10 with the following position. First, ranked 74th out of 79 countries for reading proficiency with an average score of 371, OECD average 487. And second, ranked 73rd out of 79 countries for mathematics with a score 379. And the third, ranked 71st out of 79 countries for science with a score of 379. The score indicates that only about a quarter of Indonesian students achieve the minimum competency in reading, or 25%, mathematics 24%, and science 34%. Factors contributing to the low critical thinking skills of Indonesian students include, first, internal student factors such as learning motivation and resilience. The second, external factors such as the learning environment at school and home, teaching methods, and inadequate learning resources. Indicators of low critical thinking skill are evident in student inability to formulate problems, develop logical arguments, and find alternative solutions. This result align with the assessment that education in Indonesia has not yet succeeded in developing higher order thinking skills, which include critical, analytical, and creative thinking. The last is about the mechanism. First, creating varied and efficient questions. Designing the first and well-structured question ensures a fair assessment of different aspects of academic competence, such as critical thinking, problem solving, and conceptual understanding. The second is about the choosing a professional workforce. Employing qualified educators and experts guarantees the development, supervision, and evaluation of the tests are conducted with high standard and integrity. Third, it's about the creating strong digital security. Implementing advanced cybersecurity measures protect test content and student data, preventing leaks, hacking, and unauthorized access. And for the fourth, strict participant identity verification. Verifying the identity of each participant ensures that only eligible students take the test, reducing the risk of impersonation or fraud. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.